Yo, what's going on guys? Back with another video, and in this video we are going to be counting down the top 10 fashion logos. Before this video starts, do yourself a favor and subscribe, and also check the links down in the description. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into this. Alright, so coming in at the number 10 spot we have the New York Yankees logo. And yes, I know this is a baseball team, but this logo is just so iconic, I had to put it in here. This logo is super recognizable, mostly on hats to be fair. And there was one point in time where you couldn't even step foot outside your house without seeing someone wearing this hat. I do rock with this logo a lot. I love the way it's just so simplistic. Obviously, it's just two letters just overlapping each other, but I do fuck with it. And also the font of the letters as well is just a beautiful touch. And yeah, that was a number 10 spot. Coming in at the number 9 spot, a similar logo to the number 10 spot, but regardless, still a heavy logo. And the logo that I'm talking about is the Louis Vuitton logo. This logo is such a goated logo. Literally any walks of life, any country, you know, people in that country are going to recognize this logo. And also this logo is just so timeless. So timeless in fact that it was made 120 years ago, which is very impressive because you see other brands that, you know, change up their logos every 20-ish years, but you know, the Louis Vuitton logo has stayed. And yeah, just the interlocking of the L and the V just slapped differently, and yeah, that was the number 9 spot. Alright, moving on to the number 8 spot. Coming in at the number 8 spot, we have the Coco Chanel logo. And I wouldn't say that this is more recognizable than the Louis Vuitton logo. However, I would say that this logo is more aesthetically pleasing. Just the simplicity of the logo and the way that the two C's are locking in between each other are just beautiful. And yet again, this logo has stood the test of time. I believe this logo was created 100 years ago. And yeah, just all round clean logo, and that was the number 8 spot. Okay, and now coming in at the number 7 spot, we have the Supreme logo. And if we're just talking about streetwear, I'd probably say the Supreme logo is probably the most recognizable. It is a very simple logo, I can't lie. It's just a red box with Supreme going over it. However, with that being said, the red just makes it stand out and it's very eye-catching. And what I do like about this logo is that Supreme has actually made the logo part of its marketing strategy. What I mean by this is every time you order something off of Supreme, you get 2 box logo stickers. And this is a very genius idea because people will get these stickers and put them on lampposts, they'll put them on laptops and, you know, just all different types of items. And this is basically free promotion for the brand. I can't lie, there has been other brands that have, you know, have the same logo, such as like Levi's, obviously with the red box and the writing going along it. But no other brand has really come close to the level that Supreme has with this logo. Alright, and now moving on to the number 6 spot. Coming in and the number 6 spot we have is Gucci. And this is very similar to the Chanel logo, but I believe that this one is a little bit better. Yet again, you've got the 2 G's just lock in, and yeah, it's just very aesthetically pleasing. What else I like about this logo is that Gucci has actually incorporated it in with their clothing. What I mean by this is Gucci sometimes does this all over print, which is just logos but they interlocked, and you know, it's sort of like a chain sort of thing, and yeah, it's just very, very sick. But yeah, moving on to the number 5 spot we have is Ralph Lauren. And I can't lie, normally having animals on your clothing is a little bit childish and a little bit cringy, but the way that Ralph Lauren has sort of managed to like make it some sort of luxury like logo is just absolutely crazy. It's just a very simple logo. Obviously, you got a guy on a horse playing a game called polo, I believe. And to be fair, I don't expect you to know what polo is because it's a rich man's sport. But yeah, for a brand to capture its sort of audience within a logo is, you know, very, very impressive in my opinion. And yeah, that was the number 5 spot. Coming in and the number 4 spot we have is Fendi. A very, very simple logo again, but in my opinion, this logo just goes crazy. It's just got 2 F's, 1 F facing upside down, and they sort of like lock in with each other to make a sort of rectangle. And I can't lie, this logo just goes so hard, very aesthetically pleasing. And one thing I do like about this logo is they made it into an all over print, and the all over print just slaps differently as well. Alright, and now moving on to the top 3. Coming in at the number 3 spot we have is Nike. And obviously I was going to put Nike in this spot because, you know, the Nike logo is just so iconic. And I can't even lie to you, this is probably the most simple / complex logo I've ever seen in my life. What I mean by this is, obviously it's just a tick, yeah, but try and actually draw this tick and it's the most hardest thing you've ever done in your life. But yeah, the Nike logo, super recognizable, super clean, and it'll probably go down in history as one of the most recognizable logos. The Nike tick is definitely up there with the McDonald's logo. Alright, moving on to the number 2 spot we have is Stussy. And this is a very biased pick, I can't even lie to you, but the Stussy logo I absolutely love. It's just got this graffiti feel to it, and obviously Stussy is a streetwear brand, so it just embodies the streetwear, you know, scene a lot. It's just super edgy, beautiful to look at, and you know, it just looks nice on clothing. And also, I wouldn't say it's that loud compared to like other logos such as Supreme, which I do rate. It's got like a subtle touch, but it's not, you know, dull at the same time. Alright, before we get into the number 1 spot, I am going to go over a couple honourable mentions that I did want to put in the list but just didn't quite make it. So honourable mention number 1 is Kappa. I absolutely love the Kappa logo. It's just very unique and yeah, just all round sick logo. Alright, the next logo we have is the Adidas logo. I know Adidas have got like 4 different logos, but the logo that I'm talking about is the original logo. It sort of looks like a flower. It's very clean, very recognisable, but it didn't just quite make the list. The next honourable mention we have is the Jordan logo, and this logo is very iconic as well. I can't even lie to you. Obviously, it's just an outline of obviously Michael Jordan dunking or something, and yeah, just a very sick logo. Alright, next we have the Feeler logo. Very basic logo, but I can't even lie to you, I just like the look of this logo, and yeah, don't really have too much to say about it. Next we have is the Bape logo, and the only reason I really like this logo is because like the way that they've incorporated it into like a camo, and yeah, I do rate that, I can't lie. Alright, cool. Anyway, enough of that. Let's talk about the number 1 spot, yeah? So, coming in at the number 1 spot, we do have the Palace logo. And I don't care what any of you say, yeah, the Palace logo is the most goatedest logo I've ever seen in my life. Literally, it just ticks all of the boxes. Very aesthetically pleasing to look at. Very recognisable. It's unique as well. And yeah, just a very sick logo. It's sort of got this geometric shape to it. I don't know how to even explain it. It's like a triangle, but it just locks in on itself. And a fun fact, yeah, you actually cannot make this shape in real life. Like if you try to make this shape in real life, it just doesn't work, if that makes sense. It's very hard to wrap your head around, and yeah, like that's why I like it as well. I don't care what anyone says, yeah, but this is such a goated logo. The only reason why you wouldn't call this a goated logo is because the brand Palace isn't really as big anymore. But I promise you now, yeah, if Louis Vuitton had this logo, everyone would be saying that this is the best logo ever made. So I don't want to hear any of you in the comment section saying that this shouldn't be the number 1 spot, because you're lying to yourself. Like, let's be honest, mate. And yeah, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy, and if you did enjoy, please leave a like, comment and subscribe. Until next time, I'm out.